Futurecast radar to show what we're going to be tracking over the next few hours. Most of the activity staying off here in the northeast. This is where we're going to be dealing with that flooding rainfall, potentially 6 to 8 inches of rain over the next few hours. We are live right now at the Christmas Posada at the McNeese Convention Center. I'm here with Sayule and Aracelia. From the bands to the food to the people, this has been an absolutely great event here at the McNeese Convention Center. I'm going to dig into some Mexican bread and some tamales and enjoy some of the food and the culture here at this event. Outside Ballinger High School now 1 year ago, May 18th, 2019, just after 7 a.m., so about 1 year and 1 hour ago, right through this field here, EF3 tornado moved through. Now that water tower at the school fell down, some bleachers were damaged, and then multiple homes along Route 158 just to my left here were destroyed as well. 1 year later, the town has rebuilt. But let's give you an update right now on Hurricane Delta. Winds of 100 miles an hour, Category 2 storm, pushing off to the northwest at 15 miles an hour this morning. This is going to continue to push on off to the north and northwest through the day today and into tomorrow as well. Expected to strengthen back into a Category 3 storm as we get towards tonight and early tomorrow. You see here really getting going, get that eye wall, and really looking like a mean storm as we get towards Friday morning. As we head towards Friday afternoon, slight weakening as it approaches Louisiana. That's some good news, some cooler waters, some more wind shear to help weaken the storm just a little bit. Still going to be a strong hurricane though, as it makes landfall pretty much the same location that Hurricane Laura hit just a few weeks ago. We're going to have to watch this carefully. Models are pushing it a little bit further to the east. We've been trending westward over the last few runs. It's been about 45 minutes since we put the thermometer here on the dashboard, and right now the thermometer is currently reading 142 degrees while it is 91 degrees outside. This little experiment shows, well, you always have to check your car before leaving it. It is cloudy, it is raw, it is cool. We got those northerly winds out there and those temperatures sitting right about the freezing mark. 34 right now in San Angelo, 32 degrees in Abilene, north winds at a pretty strong 14 miles an hour. Definitely more of a January day than October across West Texas. Current temperatures, this is the map we're going to have to watch over the next few hours. Just above freezing across much of the Concho Valley, right about freezing up in the Big Country, 32 in Baird, 31 below freezing right now in Sweetwater, 33 in Mertzon, 32 in El Dorado. Freezing or below, we're going to see that freezing rain and sleet developing once again over the next few hours. Above 32, we're just going to see plain old rain. Let's take you right over to the radar right now. Starting to see some increasing moisture just to the south of San Angelo. We've been relatively dry over the past few hours, but we're seeing more precipitation start to show up to the south. Also off to the west, some snow showers just to the north of Pecos. So you see that dense fog. We have a dense fog advisory in effect for pretty much the entirety of our viewing area until 10 a.m. this morning. So expect that fog to settle in across parts of the area. Not everyone's going to see it. We haven't seen it so far in downtown San Angelo, but take a live look at our camera shots in downtown. You're starting to see that fog moving on in from the west. Take a look at this shot. It just kind of just pushes on in. Not too high in elevation there, but just above the surface, you see some of that fog.
Try to hold,
Oh,
Jose.
man.
Absolutely. I'm scared.
Better than me, Camille. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Do you want to try, Joe?
Oh my
you
God.
want to try? How about bubble gum? Okay, you can do it.
Okay.
Hey, he doesn't feel like anything.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it just
Ooh,
looks.
you
He
feel
looks
moving.
scared.
This is my new look. Kind of like it.
We've been working.
Doesn't look too bad. The odds of it happening to you, it's small, but it's not zero. So you want to reduce those risks as much as you can. So if you can't hold it, Tim, but I know you probably can't. So just go if you need to.
Huh. All right. Thanks for that, Joe. What did you say also? If the thunder roars, stay indoors. I'm going to get that tattooed, I think, in honor of you.
One victim sent to the hospital after being stabbed in San Angelo late yesterday afternoon. Shortly after 4 o'clock, officers responded to the 600 block of Avenue X in San Angelo for the report of a stabbing. Upon arrival, there was one person who had been stabbed at the scene and taken to the hospital for treatment. Police were on the scene with little details at this time. And a new brewery is coming to San Angelo in the summertime. Plateau Brewing Company, or PBC, will occupy both 212 and 214 South Chadbourne Street, with the brew floor being at 212 South Chadbourne and the tap room at 214 South Chadbourne. The building was built in 1905 and has served as both a deli and a barber shop. Why does it get so hot here in West Texas? Well, you could thank the Death Ridge for that. What's the Death Ridge? It's an area of high pressure that commonly builds over the southern plains during the summertime. This prevents clouds and rain from forming and leads to sweltering hot days across West Texas. One noticeable exception, though, is McCulloch County. They are not included in a burn ban. Now, I reached out to the county commissioner's office, and Margarita Marino from the county judge's office said that this was brought up in a previous meeting with the county commissioners. However, they needed more paperwork first, so the judge was going to reach out to county attorney Mark Marshall, and it is not expected to be in effect for at least another 10 days. Their next meeting is scheduled for July 27th. Back here live at the Ben Ficklin Dam in San Angelo this morning. Another nice start here morning across West Texas. Lots of sunshine, not a cloud in the sky early on. Those temperatures near 70 degrees, so starting off very nice. If you want to do some fishing, got one person fishing behind me. That's about it. Relatively quiet here at the Ben Ficklin Dam. Welcome back, everyone, to Fox West Texas, live at 9. Well, today we started with a lot of sunshine, and then once again in the afternoon hours, we had those puffy cumulus clouds developing. But let's take a look right now at downtown San Angelo. It is wet. That has been the epicenter of that hailstorm that we've seen over the past 2 hours right now. South side of town towards Lake Nasworthy, we haven't seen much. We saw about 10 minutes of rain. That's it. It was very localized, and where it was localized, it was quite intense, and we are seeing a lot of photos come to our Fox West Texas Facebook page. Keep sending them to us. We want to see all your photos as long as you can do it in a safe way. Temperatures still in the 80s, 88 degrees in San Angelo. It's still warm. It's humid, especially where the airport hasn't gotten much rain out there. It's still 88 degrees, 85 right now in Abilene. You see that lightning, though, on the right side of that screen. That storm is still with us and now just off to the northeast side of town. So let's take you right over to the radar and show you exactly what we're talking about. Zooming into San Angelo, it's been sitting over us for the last 2 hours. Has not moved really in 2 hours. It's slowly moving off to the east, and it's trying to move to the east away from us now to the northeast side of town. So if you're in central and southern San Angelo, we are good right now. This storm is just off to the northeast along Route 67 and Route 277, still putting down upwards of golf ball size hail. We saw upwards of baseball size hail in parts of town about an hour ago.